Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine, and it's time for the May 2024 Creative Memories Virtual Crop. This is sketch number 4. The other 3 are on my live tab of my channel already. I'm going to be working with Passport to Adventure for this final sketch of the night. And here we go. Let me just get things switched over. Okay. This is it. This one actually feels like it has more or less going on, I guess, than some of our other sketches. This virtual crop, I really liked this one a lot. And I like the Passport to Adventure collection as well. I actually have quite a bit of this one still to work with, so you'll probably be seeing this one again at some point. I did corner round everything. I want to make sure I mention that. I've already gone ahead and done it so that way you all wouldn't have to listen to me going click, click, click with the corner rounder. If you don't know what our corner rounder is, it is this little fabulous punch where you can take a right angle corner and turn it into a nice soft rounded corner here. And I've done that with all of our mats and layering papers. For the base of this layout, on both sides, I'm going to be using the compass paper. I don't know, I've been all about compasses. This one has different transportation modes on the backside, cars and airplanes and tracks and things. But we're going to work with the compasses. And also the blueprint paper is what I used for my main part of the layering here. That is going to happen on our page. I've also pulled out a couple of our layered embellishments with the train station on them. We're going to work on the left side of the page first. And I am going to grab out my tape runners and my silicone mat here. Just so that way I can make sure I get things onto the paper and not onto everywhere else here. We're going to run our train station across the bottom of our page. There we go. And then this one is roughly going to be 2 inches down from the top. So this piece here is, what is this piece here? 5.5 inches by 8 inches. So 8 inches tall and 5.5 inches wide. My other half is 8 inches by 6.5 because we have a 12-inch piece of paper here. So this one is definitely a little bit wider. We're going to kind of bring them together across both sides of our page. And like I said, I think I'm going to want it about 2 inches down. Let me line this up with the edge of my mat because my mat does have a ruler on it, which makes life a bit easier, but I want to double check my mat placement as well. So I pulled out several mats from our mat pack. This one has the green stamps on it with a gray tone on the background of it. Let's see. I don't have to remember exactly where I was going to put things on the page here. This is how I was going to do this. That's down there. This is up here. This one is actually at the very top. This one is, okay, a little bit over, showing about 1/4 of an inch. And then this is going to go down because I have a layer of extra embellishment up here that we're going to put up in this end. Okay. So yes, about 2 inches down on the page. Looks like it's going to work perfectly. Let's scoot these over a minute. And I only rounded these 2 corners because this one runs straight with the edge of the page here. So I thought it made sense to not round those, or else you're going to be calling attention to something that you probably don't want to be calling attention to, which is your edge of your page. All right, there's the 2-inch mark there. Okay. Flip these over so we can get some tape runner on those as well. And let me make sure. Did I flip it? Oh, I guess it's interesting. It's the same on both sides. Huh. Okay. Usually that's unusual for a mat. Usually they're the same, they're different on each side, but this one is. Oh, I guess maybe one you. Oh, that's it. It isn't. That's one's going this way. So it's just as well I have it going the right direction because I am about done for the night. All right, let's center this one here. About a half inch from the edge of the page, but lined up with the top of our paper here. Just double checking that. And then our other one here, the green stamps, and this one can be used either for a journal box or a photo mat for the entire thing. When you go to put your photos on this page, make sure to pull out your corner rounder again and round those corners as well, because that'll give you a little bit more of a cohesive look through your page, which I always love to do. And then here are my embellishments for the top of my page. We're gonna put these just straight on the page. I know, I feel like I haven't used hardly any foam squares tonight. And I kind of haven't, but it just is telling me to put them down on the page, Catherine, and so that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to angle these coming in kind of together, but I've also got this extra arrow that I'm going to put on to hold them in place. This one's going to go over the other one just a little bit, and there we go. Okay. Because this arrow, I guess, can go any direction, but I thought it could look like it's a hook holding our two tags together on our page. So creating kind of a mini cluster, I guess, if you will. How's that look? Not too shabby, and it's interesting because the colors did blend with the two colors of the tag. So I thought that was kind of cool. It was a two-tone sticker. All right. That is the left side of our page all done already. I'm going to bring in the right side of the page and we're going to get this one put together as well. I have another layered train that I'm going to go ahead and put some tape runner on. Going down here. Across the bottom of our page again. There we go. And then we have that other half. Let me get the tape runner on here as well. And I'm going to move my mat over. I know that's going to make it upside down, but that's okay because I only need to get 2 inches to know that I'll be lined up with the other side of my page. And again, making sure that your straight edge is on the straight edge. Rounded edges are going opposite of each other. 2 inches is 10. So I need to be down a little bit. Hopefully I put that other one at 10, or did I put it up? Ooh, I think I put it down. Yep, okay. Whew. All right. It is what it is. And then I've got these two mats. This one has the bluer canceled stamps, if you will, with a black tone on the back. And then I have a navy one that kind of looks like both of these, like they've kind of been taken out of a journal. And these are going to come over a little bit from our edge. A little bit, but we're also going to add these two as well. This green one and our other one that's probably going to be our journal box on our page, but we could also put a photo here as well. We definitely have options for journaling on this page. Actually, I'm going to bring that up just a little bit. And then I need to bring this one over as well. And you can't really tell that we rounded the corners on this side as much, but we know that we rounded them. So it is what it is. It's all in the details, right? Because you might wind up switching something around later. You never know. we have our tape runners down. Putting on my green stamped mat first, and then this journal box is going to run directly at the edge of the page. I don't know if that's come out quite straight, but it looks straight. I think it's just my compasses aren't quite straight on the page here. This one's coming all the way over because it is going to overlap this other box just a little bit. And I wanted to make sure if I wanted to write on it, I could write on it, or if I want to add the photo, it's not going to overlap too much with this other one. And here we go with our last one. Actually, I guess I'll bring that one over to the edge as well. No, I want to bring it in. I think it just looks a little bit better. And I know, well, okay, the sketch has it a little bit more linear, so I'll make it linear. Even though I want to bring it in just a little. Okay, there we go. And then we finally, last but not least, also have this adventure embellishment from our embellishment pack. And you know what? We're going to put foam squares on this one. So let's do that. And here we go. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Let's put this down here with our adventure, and that is the end of the right side. I will hold it up for you all. There you go. Bringing back in my left side of my page, you can see where these lines line up very nicely, and we just kind of have a really great cohesive page here. I just was really happy with how this one turned out when I was designing it. Of course, this could be a little bit apart in your scrapbook book, but not too bad. There we go. All right, so here's our sketch. I did pull in that piece from the sketch, although theirs is 5 and 7. That's okay. That might, you have to work with what works with your mats and everything. Since I used primarily the 4.5 by 6.5 inch mats, I had 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our larger photos, and then 2 of the 4 by 6 mats. I went a little bit off a different ratio with this. So you can journal either here, you can actually journal up here on this embellishment, or you can journal on one side here and put a smaller photo in if that's what you have. But I think pretty much the 4 on the side are probably going to be larger photos. These are probably going to be larger photos. You can even put a photo over this if you want. Up to you. Use a peekaboo pocket maybe or something. But that's it for the May 2024 virtual crop. Thank you so much for joining me again this month. I do appreciate it. And I hope you'll come back and vote next month on my community tab. I put up a poll the Monday before every virtual crop with what collections I'll be working on. And you can let me know which ones you guys want to see the most. And those are the ones that wind up with the 2-page layouts, typically for the virtual crops. I will see you next month for this part anyways. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow with a regular video. Until next time.